Bang.
Bang. Good afternoon, folks. Happy Tuesday.
It's Tuesday already. Do you believe how quick summer's going? It's
It's August
unreal.
11th, right? Today's
It's
August
unreal.
11th.
I love summer. I hate winter.
Yep.
I know a lot of you people spring and fall, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. It's a very well balanced temperature and whatever.
I love the fall, but
Not me.
I
I
like.
gotta be honest. I just want summer. I just want summer. I love
I
summer.
don't like
I want
winter
to
no
eat.
more.
Winter can
No, I
suck
can't
an
take the
egg.
winter no more. See, I like the fall because I'm an October baby, so I'm used to it.
I'm May, so
But I don't
I
like the
can't.
winter.
Summer's
I hear
coming
you.
when I get it. When I came, summer was coming next.
No winter, baby.
Um,
No winter.
Yeah, so we just did a show last week. I'm having, I haven't had any issues with my implants, but I'm kind of having a little like a list for some reason the past couple of days. I think everything, the swelling and stuff has gone down to a point now where they got to put the next temp in, and then I get the permanence.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Cool.
so what we did a show last week, and we did it, about it was about votes and about all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, remember Donnie, all of this stuff, yeah.
But we usually don't do a show this quick, but we just thought this was so hysterical we had to get into this.
Oh,
So there's been a thing about transgender people in sports. Okay, so first I want to take it from the most basic aspect. Okay, so you got Johnny, who's maybe 86th in his swimming competitions. Okay, he's 86th overall. Okay, Johnny becomes Jane, and now he's beating records by 30 seconds.
right.
And okay,
Right.
so now,
It's about right.
right. So conversely speaking, you don't see the women who become men doing the same thing. So it's not that transgenders are better athletes. It's not that. It's just that women and men are different physiologically, and men are stronger. They're faster. They're whatever. I'm not saying every man is faster than every woman. I'm not. I'm saying on a basic level, and especially when you're talking about athletics, someone who's worked out, someone who's,
Yes.
it's multiplied at that point.
Yes.
Women are not meant to be bulk power. They're meant to be coordinated power, and, smooth and it's
Right, a softer kind of
again
power.
there's exceptions to every rule, but that's what makes the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyway,
Good way of putting it. It's right because we have the physical power. They have the
yeah, they're coordinated.
coordinate. Right.
Like women, there is a possibility, I would say, for women to maybe run as fast as a man, but and that's
Oh,
a maybe.
definitely.
I'm talking about the fastest man compared to the fastest woman. I mean, it might be close. I can't even say that it would be close because I don't know that, but I do know this: the Olympic women's soccer team took on a junior high school soccer team. I think it was in England. It might be here in the United States. I don't really remember that much of the story, but they got trounced like 13-0. So and this was the Olympic team going against a couple of kids. So if you put them against the Olympic men's team, they have no choice, no chance whatsoever. So anyway, now what's happening is the NBA. Okay, so before we get to that, the other thing is you have a lot of problems with injuries and whatnot.
Yeah.
Again, you have the inherent strength of a male. Like would you know going against the coordinated strength of a woman who's not meant to be beaten up. They're not meant to be. We've had boxers. Actually, I think one woman was killed. Another one was paralyzed in a ring
Yes.
against a
Mhm.
transgender person.
Yes. Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, she's
we've had-
suffered a concussion
yeah,
now.
we had volleyball people, volleyball women
Yep. Right.
get slammed so hard in the face that it literally paralyzed their neck.
Yep.
And they had to give up not only volleyball but school in general and rehabilitate. Um, this is all stuff that does happen, and it shouldn't, because men should not be playing against women. It's just not. It's I don't mean to just say it's not fair. It's unethical. It's there's a lot that it's not, and it shouldn't be done. The easiest way to handle this, and I don't mean to, because I'm going to say something, and I could end this right now. I could literally end the show right now, and I should do that because we're only like 4 minutes into it. But the easy way to do it is to give them their own categories. Let them go against each other.
Right.
So let men who want to become women go against other men who want to become women, and let women who want to become men go against other women who want to become men. It's not that hard, and it's not like you're talking about.
That's right.
It's not like you're talking about brain surgery. You're talking about adding two more categories. That's it.
all.
That's it. And when it comes to locker rooms, that's even easier because there's always a room somewhere around that can be turned into a locker room. All right, that's not a big deal. Um, but what is a big deal is when you have someone who is hereditarily speaking. Well, by that, that's not really the word I want to use. Genetically, that's really what I want to use. Genetically speaking, stronger than someone else. It's no different than giving them steroids.
Right.
It's no different.
Right.
You wouldn't allow steroids, but you'll allow a person who was born with steroidal hormones to go against someone who wasn't.
It's crazy.
It makes no sense. So
growing
now,
up, growing up,
sorry.
it was men, boys against the boys, men played against the men, girls against girls.
It's the same thing. Like I was always told don't hit a woman.
Yeah.
I was always told don't hit a woman, and I wouldn't hit her. I've never hit a woman in my life. But at the same token, how could I now? How could I consider going into a boxing match as a man with a woman?
Right.
How I don't understand how even these guys can do this.
Don't make sense.
It's
They're mental.
That's and it really is. It's a mental thing. So now the coolest thing is this guy Enos Cantor. What's it? Enos Freedom Cantor.
NBA for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah. He decided that he's gonna go for the WNBA draft now, because the WNBA is willing to put transgender in there. But what they want is they want 1 or 2 transgender per team. What they don't understand, and this is what happens, and this happened with Amazon. I'll explain what I mean in a second. But they wanted to put 1 or 2 transgender per team. What's going to happen is the WNBA is going to be all male now, because the only ones who will make the team will be males.
Right.
Females are not going to make the team anymore. That's it. It's over. You now have 2 NBA categories, and that's it. One just has a W in front of it. I can't tell you what the W's for because they'll have penises. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I don't know. I can't tell you that.
Right.
But that's where it's going to be, and it's never going to be the opposite.
Nope.
Because the female to male aren't ever going to win anything. I don't mean to say it like that. Anything physical, it's just not going to happen.
Nope.
Okay, you could try all day long, and you're not going to beat a normal male. It's just not going to happen. Especially one who works out and who takes supplements and does all. You're never going to beat him.
No.
Okay, never. He's going to trounce you. You're going to do a third of what he does.
Right. And he's going to keep training and training.
So that's not. You notice you never hear about that. You name right now. You're sitting at home and you're listening to me. Name one athlete that's female to male that is dominating any sport besides chess. I mean, that's the only.
Going. I was right. Yeah, I was going to say chess.
Chess, checkers.
You see that?
Maybe pool. Maybe pool.
Pool. Billiards, right?
But not even swimming, which is a non-contact sport.
That's another one.
Not even swimming. Non-contact, they can't win because their body doesn't move the same way. Their fat content is not the same.
Right.
The aerodynamics of their body is not the same.
No, the WNBA got really, really.
So now there's another guy. I think his name is Bryce or
there's another guy that wants to go in.
I think it's Bryce, something like that.
Yes, there's 2 NBA.
This guy showed up for tryouts in a wig. This guy, he's serious. He's not joking.
Yep.
He doesn't want to be transgender in reality. I'm not going to bullshit and like,
No.
oh, he has every right. That's not what he's doing. He's making a point,
Right.
and his point is well taken.
Yes.
Oh, well taken.
Yes.
I was
I
hoping
know who
somebody
you're
would do
talking
this.
about. I can't think of his
He's
name.
also, I think he's running for like a mayor or something like that too.
Yeah, he's an ex-NBA player.
Yeah, I think he's running for some Congress. Or
And
maybe
now, right, they're making a very good point because.
But that's what's going to happen, because when you try out against a male, you're going to have to be as good or better than a male, and women ain't going to do that.
And let me tell you something.
Sorry.
You know how big that guy is? 6 foot something, 200 something pounds. Okay.
Think of Dennis Rodman. I mean, Dennis Rodman could have walked in. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, that's literally.
That boy's big.
All kidding aside, if I had the money, I seriously would just go and get the. I wouldn't even need 2. I would need 6 players.
Yep.
Just in case one got hurt tying his shoes or some shit. I would need 6 players. I'm serious. I would get like Jordan. I would get Shaquille. I would get.
Charles Barkley.
Yep. No. Barkley's too old. I would get like the Spurwell. I would get like
Tyrese Bird.
Too old. I would get the newer guys. Like the oldest I would go is probably Shaq.
Oh, okay.
I mean, other than that, I'm going back to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's just a little too far.
Right.
But I would get 6 of them. I wouldn't even. I would pay the 6 of them the whole team's salary, just divided up among 6,
Let's get
and not even get.
let's
Dude,
get Brunson from the Knicks, Tatum from the Celtics,
yeah,
Jordan.
just 6, just 6.
Right.
And then what I would do is I wouldn't even
Mhm.
get a coach because they don't even need a coach. They don't even need a coach. Okay, I would simply tell them. I wouldn't even call practices. I wouldn't even need practices. I would tell them, listen, the game is this day. Just show up and play, will you? That's all it would take. And they would destroy. I mean, not even just close. They would destroy any women's team. Any.
So
So
it's the truth, though. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
this whole crap about like,
And they
listen,
become racist too.
listen,
Very
let,
racist, the WNBA. I mean, they're really going down
Yeah.
the tubes between those two, putting trans in there and being racist.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
But-
Unfucking believable.
but here's the deal, okay? I'm sorry, all right.
Crazy.
Listen, I have nothing against anybody. You want to
No.
listen. You want to put pointy ears on and call yourself a Klingon? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit
Oh, hold
what
on.
you do.
When you just said that, hold on. Did you see those people out there, the liberals, they identifying as a dog and they're on their knees?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. That shit's insane.
I thought I was
But
saying
listen, but you have a right to do that. There's one guy who paid. There's a guy who paid like $5,000 for a dog suit. Did you see that?
Yep.
Look it up on YouTube. It's hysterical. This guy paid like I think he's Chinese or some shit like that. He paid $5,000 for a canine costume that really looked. I mean, he
looked like a dog.
Looks like a Saint Bernard, man. I'm not joking. And he goes out in the street and gets walked like a regular dog. But if you saw this, you would think it was a dog. I'm not kidding. But I mean,
you were in Twilight
yeah.
Zone too, looking at this
now
shit.
someone like this, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't want to stop to try to figure out what they get out of it, because first off, if I figure it out, it's going to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, really.
If I go, oh shit, I got it, I know I'm done, man. I'm
We
over.
don't want to know.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't want to know.
If like all of a sudden I understand why a guy's getting in a dog costume and going,
But they're acting like.
at that point I've gone too far.
But they identify
Shoot me.
as dogs.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them. There's some that identify as My Little Ponies.
Yeah.
They're called bronies, I think, or something like that. There's some that identify as furries, which is like other little woodland animals.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah. But
I saw him on his hands and knees going.
yeah, and then
He was
upside down on
barking,
his
yeah.
stomach. Yeah, I know.
He was fucking barking.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Okay.
They're not mental though. They're normal.
Well, I was just going to talk about that. I can't really figure out what they get out of it. I listen, to each his own. Like, I used to put on a cape when I was 6 and think I was Superman, and
Yeah, I was Batman.
it kind of made me feel a little bit like Superman, I guess. So maybe they feel a little bit like a dog or another, or like those people who are in love with trees. That's something they're in love with. There's somebody who's in love with a locomotive train, man. And really, I mean, at least the visual, you see the train going in the tunnel, coming out of the tunnel, going in the tunnel, coming out of the. Maybe visually that'll work for you, or those things on the side that keep doing this.
Oh yeah,
maybe that's it. I don't know, but people
Thomas
have their
the Train.
fetishes, and that's cool. That's really cool.
Hey, Thomas.
But the problem comes when your
man.
fetish goes into somebody else's lifestyle. So in other words, you got somebody like a Riley Gaines. Okay, Riley Gaines was the swimmer. She literally there was a record that had been held up for like 4 years or something like that, and she broke it. She broke it by 0.2 of a second or something like that.
She trained for years.
She peak physical condition. She's like 17 or 16 or some shit at this point. Leah Thomas. Thompson. That's Carolina in the City. No, Thomas.
Right.
Leah Thomas, who is maybe Lenny Thomas or something. I don't know. But anyway, it was a guy who decided he was a woman one day, looked nothing like her, had a penis. Listen, here's the other thing. You want me to call you a woman? I actually will. But you better lose the penis. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too, so to speak. But when it comes down to like medical issues or
they got issues, all right.
I'm trying to think of other things. Really, truly, you want me to treat you like a woman? Lose the penis. Other than that, I'm sorry. You're just a guy in a costume.
Right.
I'm sorry. You're not committing anything.
Right.
You're not committing to anything. You're simply saying this is what I am. And no, it's not. What you are is a liar because it's not who you are.
Right.
Just say I'm a guy that dresses as a woman, and I'll respect that. But when I call you a guy, don't don't get upset.
And they do.
I'll call you.
And they
You don't have a
do.
penis. I'll call you a woman because that's what I think you are at that point. But regardless, that's not even here. That's neither here nor there.
And they do
So
get
Leah
upset.
Thomas comes in and blows the record apart by like 37 seconds. I mean, she could have gotten back past the finish line and had a cigarette, and still Riley Gaines wouldn't have been there. I mean, that's the truth. That this is how
Yeah,
fast
that's
this
how.
one.
Right.
He's 6'4". He weighs 100 and
80 something.
not less, like 160.
160 something.
He's
Okay.
built like a friggin' toothpick, and he's got arms the length of Riley Gaines' body.
And his legs just.
Yeah, I mean, and
Like he got
he's
kicked.
got a size 12 foot. She's got a size 6. That you're not getting the same propulsion off of a size 6 as you are a size 12. I'm sorry.
So who do you think's gonna win that? Really?
It's such an unfair thing to do. And what you're doing really is like Riley Gaines, I'm going to use as an example again. This is a girl who literally gave up majority of her
Right.
life.
At a young age.
And I mean, like she could have been having cotton candy, and she could have been having popcorn and
No,
chocolate
crazy.
and all of this, and watching movies instead of getting up at 3 a.m. and going swimming, instead of like watching what she was eating, making sure she working out on a regular
training,
schedule,
right.
training, and she could have done something else, but she did all of that, and she put the time in, she paid the dues,
Mm-hmm.
and now you know what you did? You took a shot away because she can't compete against someone she's not meant to compete against. It's just that simple.
True. Simple, that's it. It's true. You can't.
And that's just kind of one example. But the NBA, much like every other democratic issue that comes up, will eat itself. That's what it's going to do. Because it's like, oh, we just love the transgender people. Watch what happens. That's all you're going to have.
That's why they make
And
a point.
the reason that it has nothing to do with any sort of ism, like transphobia-ism or whatever. It has nothing to do with that. I'm telling you logically, when you bring a man in to go against a woman, the man will win. Okay, especially like I'm not talking. Listen, I'm not talking like if you brought in Jonah Hill, right? Jonah Hill, that's his name.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you brought in Jonah Hill and put him against Shantae, whatever her name is, all right, on the court, that he would beat her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you brought any second stringer male over to the NBA, they would not just dominate, they would be the next Michaela Jordan.
Yep.
That's who they would be, Michaela Jordan.
Right. Because they've been.
Michelle Jordan, whatever you want to say. That's who they would be.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the
Right.
way it is.
Right. No, that's
So-
a good point because, see, they were already trained to play in that sport, so that's why they want to go into that sport.
That's why I say any second stringer.
It's not like me going into race. Riley
How
Gaines.
many
She'll beat me.
how many people would you say are in the NBA? How many players are in it, would you say? Just roughly.
There's 30 teams. Wow.
And how many per team?
9. They gotta have at
Okay,
least
so it's
9.
like close to 3,000.
They gotta have at least 9 to 10 players.
So it's close to
Right?
close
I
to
forget
3,000.
that.
So okay,
But
2,500.
5 start, and then you got the players on a.
All right, I think I'm making my point.
You're right.
2,500.
Right. No, I'm just trying to guess how many people on the
I know.
bench.
No, but I'm saying 2,500. Okay, 2,500. If you took the 2,500th person, the 2,500th worst person in that league, and sent them over to the WNBA, I guarantee you they would be a star.
Oh,
Guarantee it.
definitely,
Guarantee it.
definitely.
So all it would take now, let's assume that it's the same 2,500 over in the WNBA, which that sounds like a lot to me because I don't think there's 30 teams, are there? I don't really know anything about it. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think there's 30.
Okay, so let's say there's another 2,500. You take the bottom half of that who are dissatisfied with what's going on in the NBA, and they throw on wigs. They don't even have to. You see, that's
You're right.
that's the other thing is there's no qualifying factor to
Mhm.
transgenderism. And the reason, what I mean by that is, there's nothing that qualifies you to be this. All you have to do is say it. It'd be the equivalent of me saying, I'm a neurosurgeon. And because I said it, I am.
Ah,
Oh man, look at this. Oh, what are you doing?
you know what? You just
What are
made
you
a good
freaking
point.
doing? Guy,
You
go on my
got-
shoulder.
I got a good player for that.
got
Remember
the
we
other
just
one over
watched
here
the
now.
Knicks
Look
win the
at this.
championship? He's a great defensive player.
Yeah.
And he's a good offensive rebound. I think it was Robinson. He misses the free throws all the time. That guy, he'll be going.
Yeah, right. I know exactly.
He'll go in the WNBA. He'll be a pro.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because, like you said, you get the worst player. And he ain't a bad player, but he can't hit free throws. Can't shoot, but he's good at defense and offensive rebounding.
Yeah, I'm telling you that. I
What
swear.
was his
to
name
you.
on the Knicks? They just wanted. He just got traded too.
Yeah,
They
I
traded
know who
him.
you're talking about. I
I
can't.
think it's Robinson or Harrison. One of them. The guy they always wanted, but he couldn't hit a free throw.
I don't know,
That's
dude.
why they-
I'm like a statue here. I got birds all
But
over
you know
me.
what? You're right.
Don't touch me, man.
Yeah. No, you're right.
A
Though.
bird will hurt you.
No, he's going to the bird. You're right. Though. He can be the
I hate
worst
you.
player and go to the WNBA and he'll be a superstar.
It's true, and it's not just. Again, I'm using the NBA and I'm a WNBA, and I'm being a little rough on it because their stupidity. My grandmother would say they're being penny wise and pound foolish. So for the moment, they think they're making people happy, and long term, they're
terrible.
fucking themselves over royally, and they're eating themselves. That's what's gonna
Like you
happen.
say, they're letting the men.
There's
come
going to be
in.
no W in WNBA.
No, and they're racist. What they're doing.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And look what they're doing with Caitlin Clark and that other one.
And
who's
Sophie
getting hooked.
Cunningham.
That's crazy. And like the other thing I don't understand is, okay, so you've got the opinion that you want
We're on your
transgender,
side, Sophie and Caitlin.
absolutely, but
Gotcha.
you've got the opinion that you want transgender in the NBA, in the WNBA, or whatever. Okay, you notice the NBA isn't having this problem.
Right.
You notice that, right?
Right.
That there's no female to male that's screwing up the NBA.
The NBA.
It's only the WNBA.
Right.
But you say this, and I respect what you're saying. Okay, I don't agree with it, but I respect it. I'm not going to insult you because of it. And you people are just horrible when it comes down to like. I'm watching like Caitlin Clark and whatnot, and just her. I don't know. I get so disgusted watching it and nobody says anything about it.
Right.
Like
that's the kid. Right.
it's just let go. It's just like, well, it happened.
She's getting clotheslined. She's
Yeah.
getting choked. Even look what just happened to Sophie Cunningham. She got a clothesline like you wouldn't believe.
And listen. We're spending a lot of time on the WNBA today, but I don't watch the WNBA. I don't
neither.
care about the
Me
WNBA.
neither.
Okay, I care about the high school sports where they're trying to get scholarships to go to college and they can't because
Right.
they're getting a woman's scholarship is going towards a man. And to me, and the other thing, then they'll turn around and tell you how they're feminists. You're not a feminist because you're taking opportunity away from
From
women,
the young girls who want to go in.
and that's not what a feminist does.
No.
A feminist equals out the playing field.
Right.
That's what they do. They equal out the playing field. Where there was a hill, they level the hill, so that women have as much of a shot.
Right. All
as
those
men do.
young girls in grammar school, high school, they're not going to get,
Is
You're
what
right.
it is.
You're right. They're
It's
not
what it
getting that
is.
opportunity because if you're letting these guys in, and like you said, they're racist and you're letting these guys in. Yeah. I didn't watch the WNBA. I can't.
No, it means nothing to me. I just mark my words right now. I'm telling you, I just thought it was so cool that Candler and this guy Bryce
until the final
is, and they're not doing it because they want to play in the WNBA. By the way, they're doing it to make a point.
Right.
And if you don't get the point, I guess there's no more ways to explain it.
It's a very good point. It's funny as all.
It's fantastic. It's one of the most brilliant. I used to wonder why nobody did this.
Yes.
I used to wonder why nobody did this.
Yes.
Because
makes sense.
that it's the only way to show them. And I swear to God, I hope 2,500 more people do it. 2,500 more men do it.
Right.
From other basketball leagues.
Right.
Like from basketball leagues around the world.
Right. No, these are two great players too. Look at the size of them. They're physical.
And you can even older players, not for nothing, but even older players who have retired,
yes,
could come back
and
would still beat these.
Like
Without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. Jordan come back and
oh, man,
put on a wig and destroy.
MVP every day.
So it's just kind of like it's stupid that they want to do this. It's
Right.
It's more like, let me kiss your ass for a few minutes so I can feel like I virtue signaled somebody.
And you know, say like you said about the feminists, the lady coaches are wearing shirts that says "trans belong,"
Yeah.
and I should stand next to them. Yeah, in a mental institution with a
No, no,
shirt.
you know what? Listen,
Holy shit!
do I think that okay? So I
Trans
I do
belong.
believe that there are some transgendered people who have mental issues. I do, but majority of people have some mental issues. Don't get me wrong. I'm no different. I have mental issues. You have mental issues. I know you long enough to know yours. So we really do have them, and
We
that's
have
not.
them.
But
We're only human.
but a lot of what I personally believe, okay, I personally believe is a lot of it has to do with personal life. By that I mean, for some guys, it's that they want to give up control. The way like they want to kind of like be led, so they dress up like a woman and they're led around like a woman. Okay, or they want to be treated femininely. Um, no, no, I'm trying.
I
I'm
know,
trying to get
man.
into their mindset here, and it's not
funny
easy.
though, man.
Um,
It's true.
For others, it's honestly a way to get attention. Okay, it's honestly a way to get attention. The only time it's a real case of where they feel like they're in the wrong body, and this is only about maybe 50% of the time that I'm speaking of. The other 50%, they're talked into it by medical professionals. But the only time is when they actually go through the surgery. So when a guy cuts his penis off, he really believed 50% of them. Let's say there's 1,000 guys.
They believe.
Let's say there's 1,000 guys who cut their penis off. Okay,
Crazy
it's a lot of penises
shit.
lying around.
Yo,
So let's say there's 1,000 guys who cut their penis off. Okay, so out of that, 500 of them actually believe they should be a woman. That's
true.
50%. The other 50%, it's more, and I know you're going to say this is crazy, but it's more they were talked into it by medical professionals. In other words, they might have said one day, I'm not comfortable in my skin. And the medical, well, do you feel like you're a woman? And he go, well, maybe sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm a dog, whatever.
Yo,
And
I've seen it all.
then he goes, well, we can walk you through this woman thing and see how you handle it. And then from there it goes to, well, all right, let's try it. So now they start doing it. Now every time they go to a doctor and they got to go to a tunnel and they're hearing, oh, you look marvelous. Oh, it's working so well. You just, and what that does
Fabulous.
is that now you're taking somebody who never got acceptance, and not just accepting them, but complimenting them
Yeah, I was just
and telling them how
compliment.
great this is. And that's why once it's all over, they regret it, because at that point all this bullshit stops. And then like Real World on MTV, it kicks in, man. It kicks in. No being nice, no being, and then they have to deal with the real world outside, and it's like, oh, I made a mistake, and that's about 25% of them that'll admit that.
No, I've seen it all now. Where I used to work in my building, no lie. A young guy used to come in. It was Mike. Nice young man, bold, glasses. Nice young man, right? One day, a whole week goes by, I don't see him. Another week goes by, I don't see him. So I said to the lady, I go in the office area, it's a big area, and I said, yo, what happened to Mike? She goes, what do you mean? I go, I don't see him. There's a lady over there. She goes, no, that's him. I said, get the fuck out of here. Excuse me. And I went over and said hello. He goes, Kerry, he shook
But
my hand.
thank
He
God
goes,
you.
it's not Mike. Call me Lana. Now the guy came. Now he wasn't a woman. He just dressed up.
Thank God that wasn't who made the complaint about you.
Oh my! Imagine. Oh.
He's looking at me.
Oh, but what I'm saying is, one day he's a man. He's still a man, and he's dressed. Now, when you just said about before how guys, like they want to be called a woman, but they got penises. Okay, one guy was really annoying. I mean, this guy was funny, man. He made me laugh, but I respected him every day. I say, hey, how you doing, Lana? Every morning, good morning. And he would say, good morning, Carrot. Okay. But he just dressed as a woman. But this one guy walked around like this, did the cha-cha and everything. One day I said, he came in the office, I said, good morning, sir. He goes, it's ma'am. And I said, I didn't say anything. He started going on. I said, excuse me. Did you? I just saw you come out of the men's room. He goes, yeah. I said, so you're a man. Thank you.
Well, you know what
Like,
gets
what the fuck?
well, here's what gets
But
me.
that's your point. Like before, like you want to be called, but no, you have a penis, bro. You
But
just came out of the men's room.
But here's the deal, okay? So when they start transitioning, or like even not even transitioning, even
This guy
just
was off the walls.
but even cross dressers, they go so freaking overboard
That's
that
him,
it's a caricature of a caricature of a woman. It's not even a real woman, because a real woman does not wag their ass like that. A real woman
No.
does not bat their eyes like that. A real woman does not. Generally speaking, I'm saying. I mean, of course, there's again always exceptions to the rule, which is what makes the rule.
That's right.
But a real woman is a real woman. She doesn't have to act like a woman. And like
Well,
the
this guy did that
boys,
every day,
yeah.
Mhm. He had to let it be known that he
If
was
you're a
separate.
woman, you don't have. If you really believe you're a woman, you can just act the way you act.
Right.
It's so fucking
Mhm.
put on, man. And don't get me wrong. Again, I don't really give two craps, but the truth is, look at a transgender woman and look at a transgender male to female, and look at a regular woman, and you'll see what the difference is immediately. And again, there's always exceptions to the rule, which is what makes the rule.
But it's true though. This guy was like,
It's just so overboard, man.
Yeah.
And so
he did it every day overboard. He like he would come out with his headset and doing this, and I'm like, yo.
well, that's my problem again. Even with the gay
Every
pride
day.
parades, with the parades.
Oh my
the-
goodness.
Why would you want to go out there in a G-string and imitate sexual positions and this and that on a float going down, and when you want, then after the parade's over, you're going to go, oh, you have to take us seriously. You can't make fun of us.
Yeah, right.
I just looked at your fucking ass. What do you mean I can't fucking make fun
I
of
know.
you had a leather
Right.
G-string on 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, really. With that pole, like they
Yeah.
swing the pole with. Hey, get the fuck out of here, bro.
But yet but they want you to listen.
Take
You
me
want your
serious.
cake and to eat it too, and you can't do that. You want to be respected and you want to be accepted, then act respectable and act acceptable.
Mhm.
That's all it takes.
Mhm.
I go to the St. Patty's Day parade. I don't see anyone's stomach sticking out. I don't see anybody's ass. I don't see any. I go to the Steuben Day parade. I don't even know that happened.
Yeah.
You can't even tell me what day the Steuben Day parade is. It's a German parade that's in October. You can't even tell me what day it is.
Yeah.
You don't even know what happened, because by the time your ass is getting out of bed, it's over and cleaned up already.
Yep.
That's the
Yeah.
truth.
Yep.
First off, also, let me tell you, I'm against parades, period. Parades divide. You're telling one group of people they're the best that day, and then you can't understand why animosity happens in other nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling somebody they're the best. You want a parade? There's only one day there should be a parade, and there isn't, and that should be the 4th of July, when all Americans come together, and that's when Americans are the best. Not the Irish are the best, not the Spanish are the best, not the blacks are the best, not the whites are the best, not the no. When Americans are the best.
Oh, right.
You got every fucking kind of a parade or
We just had a
celebration.
Colombian. We just had the Colombian one.
Yeah, it's absurd, man. It's absolutely absurd.
Week before that was Dominican.
And it's so unnecessary. Take that money that you're going to use for the
Yeah.
cleanup and all that, and put it to the homeless that you're never going to solve, because if you ever solve, the money would stop coming into all your fucking pockets.
Right. I
Anyway.
agree.
Okay, I think I've outraged enough. What do you think? You want to stop? Or you got more to say?
Oh, we're good, man. I just can't believe what, like you said, what's going on.
Okay, listen.
That's funny.
How long we leaving the fund up?
Another week.
Another week. Okay, so Wednesday of next week or Tuesday?
Tuesday, probably.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
Tuesday.
I got to give it to him by next Friday.
The GoFundMe is still up there. I'm going to put it in the link at the bottom here.
Much appreciated. people.
Yeah, please. He
Gracious.
really, really, really needs your help. We don't ask you guys for anything. We never do. I swear to God. Okay.
I'm still fighting my battle.
I might
I'm
ask you to play a
almost
game or
there.
something like that one, or but I never ask. We never ask you for any sort of money or anything like that. Even the equipment. I bought new equipment and stuff. I didn't turn around and say, "Oh, I need to recoup my money for." I didn't do any of that. All right. We come on here. We try to give you at least some fun. We really do appreciate that you watch us.
Oh, definitely, man.
We
love
absolutely love you guys, and that's the truth.
That's why
Especially
we
you,
love-
Gene.
Gene, right here, Gene.
Gene was one of the people who actually donated, and
She was always
can't
cool
thank her
from the-
enough.
She was
Just
always
can't
good
thank
from
her
the
enough.
beginning. Always good from the beginning.
But my man right here is having a very, very hard time. All right, he's having a super hard time. He really needs some help right now. We all need some help.
We're winning the battle, but it's a little bit long of a battle.
Well, regardless, it's right now. We can't worry about the battle. We got to worry about the moment.
Right.
He's got to
That's
have.
the
He's
problem.
got to have a place to live. He's got to have some food in his stomach, and he's got to have some. Not even. He don't care about cash in his pocket. He just cares about food and the place
Roof
to
over
live.
my head.
And he's handling everything else. If you can give up, I'll have the GoFundMe at the bottom here when I post it. After I put this up. Okay, so let's get to our normal ones now. So we got St. Jude,
Shriner.
we got Wounded Warriors,
East of Sales,
Tunnel for Towers,
which is coming up next month, people.
funding a founding home, founding home.
Wounded Warrior. We did that.
Yeah.
Wounded Warriors.
Ronald McDonald
Ronald
House.
McDonald House. I was about to say, okay.
All of these guys need you.
Please.
And
Yes.
we ask. The truth is, I ask you all the time to donate. I'm sorry, I forgot about this. Anyway, this is something that they really do need your help, and you're asking me to choose between my best friend and these charities, and I can't help but go with my buddy right now because I know the situation he's in, and I know once he's on his feet, he'll donate to these other charities too.
Without a doubt.
So if you can just throw something out to him, we're not asking you for 50s and 100s. We're not asking you, we're not asking you for even 20s. Okay, if you could do that, please, he will appreciate it more than you know.
Yes.
We will personally
My
thank
heart to
you
yours. Thank you.
on our show. I promise you. If you want to come on, I'll even send you an invite. You can come in and we'll thank you in person.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So if you can do it, great. I'll have the GoFundMe down at the bottom here. Even if it's $3, even if it's a $5 bill, even if it's a $10 bill,
Even if it's $1.
whatever you can. No, dollar it won't work because they.
Oh.
See, that's the other thing is GoFundMe takes a tip.
Oh, okay.
So like for every, I think it's $8 for every $50 that you donate. So if you donate 50, it's actually 58, which I think is dumb, but all right, they got to make their money too. I get it. So get back to the subject.
Much appreciated.
Just whatever you can do, please. And those other ones, granted, if you ain't gonna donate to him, donate to them. That they're a very worthwhile charity. Once
All of them are, yes.
and once he's back on his feet, I'm telling you, I know this guy. He will donate. So
Oh,
please,
without a
guys,
doubt.
help us out.
Bless. Thank you very much.
And we love you all. Have a
We love
great
you all.
day, and
Enjoy the day. Be safe.
we'll see if we can pull up another show soon.
Be safe.
Later.